Hey yo, Stone Edge, to say like you mean it, the African Postman channel. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment on our content. There's more coming. Lots. Check us out. Stop it! You are listening. Say like you mean it. Hip hop. Let's go. You are listening. Say like you mean it. Hip hop. Let's go. You are listening to Say Like You Mean It. I think it's very, very clear, Jorge, like we should start with the main topic. You know, like I don't even wanna like point it out like that, but Mr. Silas Mabeba, a.k.a. as the virus, GarangaCafe, Koharangua, Lifa. I just want to mention all these important people: my Hugh, Empire, Brayaga, Mr. Z, and the lady Ole Mosaiding, Karri. So like, you have done the most. We had a segment that we were doing, Go GarangaCafe. This is the reason I'm starting a show like this, and it was dope. It was dope. It is even of importance. Yes, segment. I should mention GarangaCafe was fire. The roads to the 8th Boots and Codes edition are paved. We made sure, Say Like You Mean It was there, the crew was there, Mzweshi was there, Bubasi was there, Risiho was there. But I don't want to just forget to say, Hore, Lifa, you are the king for letting us do that at your crib, man. That's your place, man, and it's a beautiful place. If you don't know it, that's GarangaCafe, Go Harangua, and we were prepping. We're prepping and we're paving our ways to Boots and Codes, the 8th edition. But Silas Mabeba, Mr. SD Virus made it possible. Yeah? And yeah, if you can see this, I'm also wearing the match. This is a match that we had, and for the segment that we did in Garanga. If you want to purchase, you can just go on our website. It's Say Podcast at .nicepage.ioe. I think that's something like that. I'll just put it on the screen also, so that you can just see and actually feel what we have for you there. We have nice things that are coming, and we don't want to forget that in the midst of everything that has been happening, Moro Namo, in our world, Say Like You Mean It, we had elections. Hey, like guys, like if you're here or if you just got here, please don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like this video, and don't forget to share. Right? What do you think? What do you think of the elections? Like, leave us a comment. But we're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna say something, my take. Like, unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to vote, which was very, very sad for me. I was heartbroken actually for not being able to vote. With the change of systems with IEC and everything, which I think is bullshit. Because I think this is a way of, if I have to think it like this or in my own way, I think this thing was rigged. The system was prepared for people like myself who moved to other places and to not be able to vote. How many people didn't vote? This is me, because I'm heartbroken. I don't want to dwell too much into it, but I'm heartbroken as a citizen of South Africa that I was not able to vote. Is that fair? Is that a fair game? Is that how you rig elections? I don't know. How many students didn't vote? Like, how many students can we think about right now who are in different provinces and couldn't vote? How many of you did not vote because you moved? If you're watching this is Say Like You Mean It. This is Mr. Say Like You Mean It on the African Postman channel on YouTube, and you can also check us out on Spotify. We're here to give you the tabanyana. This is not a gossip a podcast. A lot of podcasts are talking about these elections, but I'm trying to find what I can drag out of it. A lot of people didn't vote. It's like that, you know. That's my director is giving me a signal. That's why I froze a bit. Nah. We're moving forward. we're moving forward. So my director is giving me a signal, hore, like what I should touch on. So yesterday, actually, we have a Grotmane that we're chilling with around here, who we actually like learn a lot from. Now, I don't want to mention his name because I didn't get his consent, but he's a very nice hot man who has been in the MK also, who is a veteran of the military of South Africa. Hey man, like it's a crazy world, because like the things that you hear and you want to believe in, they're not what you should. Actually, what we taught was a lie, man. As you continue learning Abopelo, you know, Abopelo is something else because it's not given out with a manual. It's not like when you pop out and then about for manual, but a manual how Abopelo wa hao. We were taught about MK Mkondo Zizwe. Like, you know, that's a very, 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 very subject, a very important subject that I think we should touch on one day when we have somebody of that figure. We'll get the Grotmane. We're starting to be serious because the world is starting to be serious. Like, fuck the jokes, you know? Like, why are trendy the jokes? Why are trendy the heartbroken? Let's talk about a feeling of not being able to vote. Hey man, it caught me off guard because I did not expect that as a citizen, and it's the first time actually get votes, you know, since I started voting. It's the first time. It's actually heartbreaking as a citizen. I just want to put it out there. All that, you know. Well, if you hear also, I just want you to also put in the comments, what are you expecting of the elections, even after we know who is going to win? You know, what do you expect from the ruling party or from the new government? I mean, I'm so disappointed with what was happening. I don't even want to hide this one. I'm so disappointed with the previous government, of course, which will, of course, be ruling again. We know this, seeing the numbers. But I'm so disappointed. I hope this time they come with a different strategy to help people. Like, we're tired of Maga. Like, we know, Bonkholo Barona and Bontatemolo Barona, they go out and vote for them. You know, we don't want to bash anybody, but we just want to rectify now. This is a time for corrections. You know, amen. We believe in our government so bad that we're not going anywhere. We don't live in this country. Nobody is living in this country. But we want a government that we can believe in, that we can trust. We want people that we can trust. You know, I hope as you go balloting or vote at our go voting stations alone at our feature out to that 100 organizations. How many are there? 50 something, 52, right? It's 52. Yeah. Like, when you get there, you vote for an organization that is actually going to bring change. You know, not just to an individual, but to everybody. This is a time, I think, like a lot of podcasts should put people, how should people vote? You know, don't vote because, like, when ABC, which I don't want to mention, you know. So, like, this person. So you are told, when you should be deciding according to how you are living or how you see the world changing. But we want to move, you know. We don't want to talk about elections. I'm venting because I couldn't vote. So I'm just hoping that everybody who got a chance to vote, they actually did the right thing. This Mr. Say Like You Mean It, Stone Edge. The name that nobody calls me with these days, you know. Nobody calls me that, you know. Like, yeah, this is Stone Edge, and this is Say Like You Mean It. Hey, what did you want to touch on again? I wanted to touch on Lehakoe. You know, like, it's very sad. Like, Lehakoe is a lady that was... Can you maybe, like, play us something from Lehakoe on YouTube? Lehakoe is a lady that was on Soweto Gospel Choir back in the days when we were growing up. And Lehakoe was singing that song. Yeah, Modi Mori Boka Wena. Like that's how we knew Soweto Gospel Choir was around, you know. And now they're just gonna play us one of the tracks. And it's very sad, like the reason I'm gonna...
Hello, welcome back to the reality of Young Kinto. Please do subscribe, like, and of course do share this video.
Can you please pause it?
So today we're going to have a conversation.
So Lehakoe, like as I've been trying to mention, is Lehakoe ke all our gospel Soweto Gospel Choir, and she sang that song, yeah, Modi Mori Boka Wena, like I said, and she sang it very well. Very talented young lady. I don't know how old she is, but I was very young also. That track back in the days. It's very sad that Ramona on social media all over today. Like she's going through what she's going through, and we are very very glad. DJ Karri, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you, bro. For the work that you're doing, like more South Africa, you are a man of hope, bro. You giving us the hope that everybody thinks that we've lost, you know, like in terms of identifying or taking into consideration addicts, and you take care of them in a way, you know. However you do it, your means, what you spend, man, like we see it. And from Say Like You Mean It, we would like to have you one day on the show, man. I've never seen you in a podcast, but if you do have time for us, please do make a turn, and then so that you can actually give out this testimony that everybody sees online and on the socials. So we're just gonna play something about the lady Lehakoe. I don't know, what are we gonna play?
Let's Astray.
Yeah.
So as you can see, guys, on this video, that this is Lehakoe then versus Lehakoe now. Yes, so heartbreaking, right? So anyways, guys, as you can see on this video, Lehakoe is singing so loudly in
very sad,
under the influence of alcohol. You can even see, guys, that she's not even wearing shoes. So when I tell you that this video touched many souls, I'm
touched
not lying,
me too,
because others went far.
Anyway, like Karri, DJ Karri, like we appreciate you, man. We appreciate you. So that's Lehakoe, and like if there's anybody else who can help such a great talent, we don't want to lose this over an addiction, you know, that can be sorted. But we really appreciate also the institutions that are also helping in addiction problems, go the rehab, and everybody who is going through what they're going through. We hope you get help, and we move on, you know. We move on. I think it's very very good to see progress, good change, you know, a person moving from being an addict to being a recovering addict, because that's a very big step, you know. I don't want to leave out anything, but just want to give out a shout out to Mint, Media House, Edgy Vibes, Catseed Productions. Who are we missing? Moving on African Grounds. Shout out to Meliki all the way from Canada. What else am I missing? There's a new thing coming. We have a new spot that's gonna come, and we just want to leave it as a surprise. But if you hear of a place called Central Spot Hub, if you hear of it, think of us, look for the directions and come through. All right, come through. We'll let you know the details later. But yeah, man, like we appreciate all the time. I appreciate the man in the background, the anonymous person who doesn't want to be mentioned. But yeah, man, like we also appreciate you coming here every day or every time we post something or we drop something, and you come and I don't know, but there's something that I feel like I should be talking about, but I don't want to give a lot of credit to unnecessary things, you know. I don't want to talk about things that we can easily deal with, but I just want to say shout out to Podcasting with Darius, and we're good, man. I just want to let you know that there's no beef, and if there's anybody else who thought there's beef between me and him, That's not true. Basically, if you, I'm just throwing you in here. Podcasting with Darius is a new podcast back from back home, Wopage also, and shout out to everybody who's studying the podcast back home. We appreciate you. The space is too big for everybody, but we need to be creative. So there was just a misunderstanding that Darius had the same logo as Say Like You Mean It. We took it from the same place. We downloaded it from the same place. So he used the same one. But I don't want to talk about it further. But we sorted it out, and I'm loving the new logo, man. Shout out to you and shout out to your team, and appreciate the love from you and the whole world. But from me, Mr. Say Like You Mean It, the African Postman, we are out of this place. Hey yo, Stone Edge, to Say Like You Mean It, the African Postman channel. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment on our content. There's more coming. Lots. Check us out. Stop it! You are Say Like You Mean It. Deep hall. Let's go. You are Say Like You Mean It. Deep hall. Let's go.